Hello Capricorn, welcome to my channel, Sarah Angel Tarot. This is your reading. It will not resonate with all Capricorns, so keep that in mind. But this is for Capricorn. I do shuffle these prior. I meditate on your sign. I had actually recorded a reading for you the other day, but it was such a terrible reading because the negative energy of Mars being at 29 degrees, the critical 29 degrees of your sign. So I wanted some of that energy to pass. Okay. Now I'm glad I did, because what came out in the beginning energy is temperance. It's balance. Having balance. It's in the upright, and it's a good card. Seven of Cups in reverse, crossed by the Princess of Discs. It could be your energy or another earth sign. Could be another Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And what's crossing it could be two different things, and I'll have to clarify it. It could be that you're stuck in making too many decisions that are not right for you, or you're just not accepting them. But I need to clarify those to know for sure. That's why I do clarifications for the masses anyway. Four of Cups is the foundation. Ace of Swords, maybe you didn't get the truth in the past. Looking for a victory, possibly. Remember, this is what's occurring now in the near future, and then we're going to do the distant future. But first, we're going to find out why we got the Seven of Cups in reverse with the Princess of Discs. Why are you there? Seven of Cups and Princess of Discs. Because you want a happiness. You want a happy. I think you're just not going to accept just anything right now. I think that's what this Seven of Cups is meaning. That you just don't want anybody or anything, or just, you're not going to settle. You want happiness. And apparently you weren't getting it in the past. Let me get another card for the Seven of Cups in reverse, Princess of Discs, and the Happiness Wish card. You may be a little defensive, deciding you're going to do what you're going to do, what you want, and not let anybody get in your way, because that is the Seven of Wands. I call it a power card, taking your power and control and having your say and taking control of a negative situation, getting on top of things. Now, your goal is the Four of Swords. It's in reverse. So I'm thinking your goal is not to take a break, not to, hide away anymore, not to pine away anymore, to get out more. Four of Swords. Why are you there? In reverse as the goal for Capricorn. Again, Four of Swords. Yeah, you're bound and determined not to take a break, not to just sleep your life away, as they say. Now I'm using, it's the same deck, but I'm using two different cards of this deck, or two different decks, so I can get more of a meaning. But you got the Moon card there. So I'm thinking some of you may have had depression in the past, and kind of were just, had no motivation. And you weren't to come out of that depressed state, that moody state. Now, foundation, you got the Four of Cups. You didn't like anything that was offered to you. You may have taken it, but you may not have liked it. Four of Cups, why are you there? As the foundation for Capricorn. Worry, because you're wanting to come out of a worried situation. You wanting to have fun and celebrate the way you want to. You want new beginnings. You want to branch out to something new and exciting. You don't want to be abandoned, trapped, or worried about anything anymore. So you're getting kind of particular in what you accept in your life. Now, in the past, you had the Ace of Swords in reverse. Something wasn't offered, a truth wasn't offered, or you just didn't have your say in it. You didn't get what you needed in wording, in energy. But the Ace of Swords, why are you there in reverse for Capricorn? Tower, avoiding, because you wanted to avoid a tower situation. You may have kept to yourself. You may wanted to speak your truth, and you were right there about to do it, and you held back because you're like, this can just go nuclear if I say something. Okay, and oops, yeah, there it is. Ace of Swords again. Got a lot of clarifications. Okay, now we're near future. You got the Six of Wands. It's in reverse. It's usually the victory card, but you may not feel like you got a victory. I'm thinking there's more feelings here. But I got to have other cards because I'm reading for the masses, so I need more clarification. Six of Wands. Why are you there in the near future? Reversed. Because you didn't get an offer that you wanted. The offer didn't come in just yet. Doesn't mean that it's not coming in. Yeah, you wanted something to take off, grow, flourish, and it didn't come in as of this moment. Now we're going to look in the distant future. And the distant future could be, I say, the most or the nearest or the fastest it'll happen in a month, but it could take up to 6 months sometimes, if not longer. Sometimes it's not that long. We'll find out though. Now, the Vice card, or it could be the possible future outcome. You got the Love card, the Two of Cups. It's in reverse. So it may be the universe telling you to guard your heart. That's a possibility. Or just don't go after anybody, because you don't want to be trapped in any certain situations right now. And you may have some interference going on. So the universe may say you just don't have the ability or the energy or the resources to do what you want just right now when it comes to love matters. You're going to have to make a judgment call too. It's telling you to decide what you want in your life. I think some of you may have been indecisive, and that's why you felt trapped. You're still stuck. You're still thinking. Plus, there's interference going on with family and friends when it comes to a lover situation. There it is again. This is a judgment type card, Aeon. I did get that in the spread that I was trying to read to you before. I may put it out there, but I got to get some of the other readings out. What's coming towards you is someone hasn't made a decision about you, possibly. Could be friends, families, co-workers, outside environment. Why are you there? In reverse, the Judgment card, or Eon, the Eon. Three of Wands, because something didn't come in the way the person wanted. They wanted something, their ships to come in, good things to come in, good tidings. It didn't happen, so they may not be sure about you. Maybe you didn't deliver, or maybe they didn't deliver to you. They didn't make a decision towards you the way you're thinking it. You may be feeling this. You may feel like someone has a control issue, or you could be dealing with an Aries. They're in the upright, so their judgments are sound. But the problem is they're not willing to hear yours because they believe that their judgments are right, and they usually are in this case. But they may be a little judgmental against you, and they may actually judge against you in whatever happened between you all. So whatever it is, you can leave it in the comments. But in your hopes and fears, you're hoping for 10 of Pentacles. I don't think you're fearing it. You could be fearing not having money. I'm thinking you're hoping for more finances to grow, to finally accomplish what you want in life. Why are you there? 10 of Pentacles for Capricorn. You want someone to offer you something that involves a lot to do with finances and good tidings in a way, because that's the Knight of Cups. It also could be someone who has a lot of water energy. It can be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Give me another card. But you're not trusting them for some reason. It's like, is it too good to be true? That's what you're going to be thinking. Is it too good to be true? Maybe. We don't know. Let's see. You're still feeling kind of trapped, and there's a lot of interference with family members and friends. Remember, we had it before, right here in the Vice. So it looks like the advice and possible future outcome will be the outcome. The Eight of Swords of you feeling trapped and bound and tied to a certain situation, whether it's relationships or whatever. And you're dealing with some manipulation around you. Whether you're doing it or somebody's doing it to you, there's some manipulation going on. There's some interference going on in your life. You put it in the comments. What is this interference? The manipulation is magician in reverse. You're definitely feeling this, and you've been feeling it. I know that. You've been feeling it. And you're carrying it on. But you're going to turn out okay. You got the Princess of Discs. Even though there's going to be some interference, and you're dealing with a manipulator. The Princess of Swords is also clarifying that, which is telling me that you got a good head on your shoulders, that you're attempting to, and in the outcome you will gain some stability in your life. You will block a few people. With the Two of Swords, you will put up your swords. You will refuse to see what they're doing. You don't want to see it. You got too much on your mind right now with the interference going on. So this is a card where you, as a person, can come out of this if you wanted to. You just don't see the opportunity. You don't see how you can get out of it. It's like you got blindfolds on with the Two of Swords. Sometimes with the Two of Swords, the person holding the swords has a blindfold on and can't see how to get out of a situation. But there is a way. That's the meaning of the card, is they're trying to tell you, even though you're feeling trapped, there is a way. You have to look for it. So Capricorn, look for that escape. Get out of there. Get out of what is trapping you, because you will succeed, because you have the Princess of Discs in the upright if you go looking for it. And that is your reading, and I will let that go. Bye.